Good morning. How are you doing? Welcome back to Mufc Realist TV, the voice of reasoning when it comes to news regarding Manchester United, looking at both sides of the stories. And boy, do we have a problem, apparently. This is a story that I was fully aware of. This is an exclusive scoop coming also from Football Insider, but we were also been speaking with the agency in charge because Man United are being reported to the FA over transfer payment issue. Does that mean that Man United will be facing issues if we haven't paid the fees to agents for previous transfers? According to the FA rules, if fees are not being paid, there will be a transfer ban, meaning no January transfer window, no summer window, unless this has been resolved. Guys, as per usual, I want to engage with you. I want to know exactly your thoughts and feelings. It's not scaremonger tactics. It's absolutely the facts. Please do not forget to like and subscribe, and let's get right into this story. I want to get as many as possible. It's free content and coming directly from the horse's mouth. So stick around, and we will dive right into the story. All right, then, where do we all begin here? Of course, we know that Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos has been taking over from a sinking ship before. We know that the club was kind of in disarray, handled by bankers in terms of John Murtough, in terms of having even the Ed Woodward and the Glazers running the show. But debt's been piling on, and of course, we've been scrutinized looking at the FFP and the PSR, you know, the profit and sustainability. But part of that is also paying off, you know, the transfer fees. Where are we with that? Where are we with that? Apparently, Man United reported to FA over transfer payment issue. This is coming from the Daily Mail as well, reported yesterday. That's been sneaking under the radar, and this is something that the solicitors of Manchester United has been trying to sweep under the carpet. But it's out there. It's out there. I've also spoken to the agency involved in this claim as well, and I'm going to sort of dive right into this. So stick around with me, because Man United have been reported to the FA over claims of an unpaid transfer agent fee, according to the Daily Mail as well. The Red Devils has apparently received illegal letters from an agent, and the agent in charge is somebody that I know really, really well from the market, as I used to work as an intermediate for 6 years. So I know this person personally, the CEO and the agency as well. So let me just dive into the story, and then we're going to follow up exactly what the truth lies in here. Demanding the payment for his help in securing now the Ipswich defender Axel Tuanzebe loan move to Stoke City in January 2023. Okay, the article continues to say that, however, the Old Trafford club do not believe that the claims have any basis and have therefore refused to pay the agent. So basically, they've been bobbing him around since 2023 regarding the payments, saying that has no legs, so come back later, disappear. You know, we are talking about a fee in around 200,000 euros here. In turn, the agent is to said have reported this to the FA after being bobbed around for 2 years, not getting paid, citing a breach of the football agent regulations, and claims that have been given assurances from the director of football negotiations back then was Matt Hargreaves and former football director John Murtough. John Murtough. We guys know that John Murtough was very inept and was splashing cash left, right, center, was not really run well as we are now. So basically, they handed over the club to the Ineos and kind of tried to keep this as a secret, right? They said the promise to the agent that he will get paid, but after 2 years, he still hasn't received any money. After numerous reaching out to the solicitors and everything, basically, they blocked his call and refused to take his emails. This agent had nothing else to do than do what's right. Go to the FA with a claim and report the proper Football Association's regulations. Let's dive right into what the article is saying. On United's part, though, according to United, are thought to have investigated the matter and found no evidence intermediate was actually part of the deal, as no email correspondence shows the involvement. This is what they have briefed the Daily Mail, but our source, our agent, our CEO of this claim says something different. He has evidence. Phil Smith of the First Artist Mission was the intermediate who was reportedly registered with the FA as having worked on this deal, and the Manchester side are said had to be ready to defend any legal claim, right? Of course, you want to get paid, peeps, right? You worked, you have an agreement, and any mutual agreement or voice recording is equally binding. If you don't know, you know. But what does it mean? What does this mean? Man United want agents issue resolved quickly now. Quickly. With January transfer window on the horizon, there is a good chance that those Old Trafford will want this issue to resolve sooner rather than later. Of course, we know that Ruben Amorim has come in. Of course, we know that we have Dan Ashford, Wilcox, and all of them, Omar Barada, taking over the shit show that John Murtough created, and Matt Hargreaves and Woodward are no longer there. You know what I mean? Not even talking about Woodward, we're talking about the former CEO as well, who was running the club very poorly. Because surely they don't want to have a transfer ban. And surely they should have known this when they did a thorough investigation by Del Brailsford. But some secret can be swept under the carpet. Sometimes you can keep skeletons in the closet. But when push comes to shove, when the shit hits the fan, when you are facing a transfer ban for a fee of £200,000 in agents' unpaid fees, of course, it's got to be resolved. Now, the Red Devils will likely have some important business to do in this window. Of course, we are looking for a left back. We are looking to get a striker position in the summer. We are looking to strengthen Ruben Amorim's first year as Manchester United head coach, of course. You don't want to come to the January window and say, sorry, Ruben, we could not do any transfer because we got a transfer bans because we didn't pay 200,000 euros in agent's fee that we owe. How's that? How's that for stinginess? And this is sabotage what the old regime did. And now it's out in the closet. What was this agent supposed to do? Not getting paid for 2 years. He tried his best. He tried to send emails. He tried to contact, but no response. The only alternative that he had to do here was to report it to the FA. And it's the right thing to do. I mean, what would you do? If you are a business owner and you provided a service and you have legal evidence that you've done that service, but you haven't got paid for 2 years, of course, you got to take it to, impound or compound or whatever you call it. You sell you to the credit lawyers to drive in that collection fee. Sell it to collection. That's the last resort. And FA is the collection. It's the government's body of football regulations. So as a result, they may not want to distractions such as when they will be plenty of high-profile deals to focus on. That means that you can't even sell players if you get a transfer ban. You can't even loan players. The story has also reported a recent claim for an agent over Eric Bailly as well. Goes far to Eric Bailly's fee transfer from Man United to Besiktas, which was resolved without the club having to pay anything. That was a goodwill from the agent to say, well, okay, pay me this, what you owe me, but okay, forget about Eric Bailly's fee. The club screwed him over again. And here we are, potentially facing a transfer ban. So it is a little bit shambolic to discover how Man United was run in the past before Ineos came in. This is a deep insider, peeps. If it's noticed, thanks to the resolution of this issue, there are no other outstanding issue between the club and the agents, according to what they say. As a result, those at Old Trafford may also be confident that this situation can also be resolved in similar manner, meaning we're not going to pay you zero fees, right? You budged. Why do you want to be paid now? But however, they claim that there is no evidence. I'm, on the other hand, know the agent here, the CEO of this agency. I'm not going to mention any names. I know him quite well, and I've been in touch with him just to correlate the story to see if there's any development. And I'm going to run over the transcript because I'm not going to mention the names. Let's call him Bob for now. Let's call him Bob. So I followed up, like I saw the story. Did you get paid? And he goes to say no, but there could be a storm coming that way, which could mean they will get at least a transfer ban if they're not paying. So I go on to ask the question over WhatsApp here, they have no other option to pay. We're talking about not millions, we're talking about 200k, right? Euros. Yes, it's not massive what he says here, Bob, but if I don't get paid by next week, FA will take charge. And honestly, this will cost the club millions, and definitely transfer ban at least. So something that goes for 200k can goes to millions and severe punishment by the FA. FA is there to protect agents and players and player associations and at least regulations regarding the transfers. And I asked the question here, is the new footballing structure aware of it? We're talking about Dan Ashford, Omar Barada, and Wilcox. And he says, not 100%, but they will soon. So then I go on advising me because I know him. And of course, me as a Man United fan, I don't want to see this happening. Like, we are excited that we got a new footballing structure and operations and a new manager and new potentially going into the transfer market. The last thing that I want to see as a fan for us to get a transfer ban. So I advise here, my question back, before you do, make them aware, meaning Dan Ashford, please. I'm sure they will settle before we even get a transfer ban under the new head coach that just came in. You got good relationship with Wilcox and Ashford. That's what I said. So use that. And his response is shockingly to say, I've tried to call Dan Ashford, but unfortunately he must have been told not to speak to me by the in-house solicitors. That's blocked my number and my emails. Not even getting one single response. Therefore, I do not see any option but going to the FA. And then it's clear. It's a business. 2 years being on 200k. At least you tried. You tried everything in your power to get paid. So there's no other option to go to the FA. And I say, you tried. True, but leave it to the new management in the shit at January. But I tried. It's their own fault. But it's not really the new footballing people's operation fault if they're not being kept in the loop, if this has been swept under the carpet by Matt Judge, John Murtough, and all of them. Shambles, people. It's absolutely shambles. And I said, have you sent a letter of dissent? He said, it's not going to work, unfortunately, mate. I think this is the only option. If they aren't going to pay me, I fuck them. And why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Ask yourself the question. Would you do the same if you didn't get paid? Right? So I would say that this is a huge blow for Manchester United. And he goes very true. And I hate and I can't believe how they've treated me, even though I've got calls recorded. He's got calls recorded. If they get a ban, they won't be able to sell players either in January or to buy players in January or even make a loan. Not even in the summer window. This is a severe consequence for 200,000 euros in unpaid agent fees. Right. So I keep saying, well, this is unbelievable. I keep following up after this article to say, if the in-house legal are hiding this, they're in big trouble, not letting Omar Barada and Dan Ashford know. But lo and behold, they've read now this article. Yes, he goes to say the in-house solicitors are told lies, which I also have recording on. So he recorded every single conversation that he had with them. I keep you updated. I keep you updated. So I want your thoughts and feelings regarding this. 100% I do. Because this is something that's been swept under the carpet. And this is something that the old regime have done. A sabotage, not even letting them know. And if the in-house solicitors known about it, why didn't it advise Omar Barada? Why didn't it tell Ashford X, Y, Z? But now I believe that read the bloody article. I think they read the bloody article because I followed that this morning. And I'm going to play a little bit of a clip of that for your information. And let's just say Bob followed up with me this morning. Bob is a well-known agent and a reputed football transfer business in UK.
Good morning, mate. Hope you're keeping well. Funny enough, let me jump in after speaking to you last night. I jumped in the bath, was chilling, and Dan Ashworth phoned me out of the blue. So I'm waiting on a comeback. Yeah, if you don't run anything yet, mate, until I find out, he's going to come back to me today or tomorrow in relation to what's going on behind the scenes. Obviously, he's come in after the event, so he's going to go away and find out for me. So if you just hold off for a bit, but yeah, it could be a massive problem for them. So yeah, if you hold off, I'll keep you in the loop, mate. It'll be great, and we'll see what we can do with an interview, etc. further down the line.
So
Dan will reach out. He called.
So he called. He called.
Yeah, mate.
Absolutely. Now, after this was published yesterday, this was published by Toby Wilding and also run by the Daily Mail on the 20th of November. And what you heard now was actually the CEO, the head agent of this agency that I know quite well. There's numerous of things that he even said, I got things on recording, right? Even the solicitors that he'd been speaking to, he's got them everything on recording, right? So whatever the Daily Mail were reporting to say there was no evidence, of course, he's got all the evidence. He's got solid case. And now Dan Ashworth, that he knows quite well, reported it, called him back. Does this make sense? So hopefully this will get resolved. Hopefully this is a wake-up call. Hopefully this is the last thing that we need to clean out from the closet from the old regime. But guys, as per usual, I want to hear from you, your thoughts and feelings. I really hope that this matter will be resolved, but it's already printed out, that the facts are out there. The article I will paste in the video description. You can read it by yourself. But we will definitely follow up as soon as we hear anything more from Bob, from the reputed agent. This has been Mick Ruby from Mufc Realist TV, always giving you a balanced approach to the world of football and Football Inside when it comes to Man United. Guys, do me one favor, leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think, as we always like to read your comments and reply. But also, since this is a free content, please do not forget to hit that like button, because YouTube algorithm likes the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, do that so. And yeah. I really hope you enjoyed this content, and this was the breaking news for today. See you till the next time, and remember, glory, glory, Man United. Peace, love, and go bananas. Bye for now. See you till the next time.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching Mufc Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.